guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia Manga Chapter 137. And not really much happens in this chapter. It's just like a cruise through. I'm not saying it was bad or anything, but you get those chapters where you just gotta accept that you gotta cruise through certain bits so you can get back to the hype, and this is essentially what this chapter was. So we start things off and we have Floppy, with Charisma, we got Gravity. It's basically everyone who's on internship and they're training hard for the things that are about to come up. And their classmates notice that they're training hard, so they're like, "Yo, why are you guys training so hard? What's going on during your internships?" And now they can't speak about their internships, so that sorry, bros, can't even talk about that. And you got Baku, was like, "No, come on, man, tell me." You know how Baku gets, and yeah, he's basically like that. So they're training hard for the things to come, and their classmates have essentially noticed that. Then we get into a little flashback where we see a Razorhead. He essentially asks Floppy, Gravity, Charisma, yeah, them three, like, do they want to do this? Like, he gave them a choice. He's like, do you want to go through with this? If not, speak now. And they all decided for their own reasons that they wanted to do this. So Razorhead was like, all right, cool. You lot can go through with this. And now, as he's walking away, he mentions that how if the League of Villains are essentially at the base as well, that he's pulling the plug. And he says to them, "Got it?" And they say, "Yeah, I got it, but I don't have it." Like, does that mean that if the League of Villains are there and they reach there, Razorhead's gonna order them to retreat? So that little bit was confusing for me. So the rest of the chapter is essentially them finding the base, finding where finding out where Yuri-chan is, and that is essentially at their headquarters. And now, how they find this out, kind of funny, kind of convenient. They was trailing one of Overhaul's men, and Night Eye follows him to a toy store where quite conveniently he's buying a little toy for Eri-chan. We found out, I think it was in the last chapter, where Overhaul was like, "You need to win over Eri-chan," so he goes to buy her a toy. And now it's just during this little exchange in the toy store that Night Eye was able to get eye contact with him and essentially look into his future, see him give Eri-chan the toy, so he knows where Eri-chan is now. So obviously he reports this information to everyone, and they know where Eri-chan is now. So the end of the chapter was just them prepping for it. We see Mirio, he's all hyped up, ready to go. But yeah, essentially that's everything to happen within this chapter. I forgot to mention two things. So we have Deku, who's really depressed within this chapter and needing someone to talk to. He says that it's not the right time to talk to Night Eye about this whole situation, and he also can't talk to All Might about it because of the disclosure agreement for the internships, and he feels that it's too much of a heavy burden to speak to Charisma, Floppy, Gravity about. And so we see him eating lunch and he's depressed. And what this bit definitely really does show is how close his class is. They can just tell by looking at his face, and yeah, just tell by looking at his face that he's upset and that there's something he needs to talk about. But they also understand, they don't pressure him into talk about it and try to offer him as much as advice without knowing the situation as possible. And like I said, it shows how close they are as a class. And not to sound too corny, but it's a beautiful thing. And I don't know if this bit was thrown into the chapter to just show that, or if it's going to essentially play a bigger role when things pop off. I don't know, maybe leading to a mistake that Deku makes when within the Eri-chan rescue mission, because this is playing so heavily on his mind, or I don't know. But if you got any thoughts and opinions on that, please do share in the comment section. The last thing that I forgot to mention is that how just before the chapter ends, Night Eye is really hyping up Miri. I'm like, okay, what fanboy? Night Eye is a fanboy for Miri kind of thing, because we know that Night Eye essentially thinks that Mirio should be the one to have been All Might's successor. But yeah, that just really showed within this end piece of the chapter when we had him, when we had Night Eye hyping him up quite a bit. Like I said, it was a cruise to the next higher that is probably will start up again next chapter. So I'm only going to give this chapter a 3-star rating according to review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.